So nice and tidy 4-1 victory against Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's be frank about it. It was pretty much a 2-1 game. Two empty net goals, one from Engvall, one from Nylander. But you were like a prophet yesterday. We'll call you a Rostradamus because we talked about Andrei Vasilevsky, man. He was incredible. 36 stops. And I think the only reason that game was close, right?
Yeah, for sure. He gave him a chance to win, but I mean, it goes both ways. It looks a little bit lopsided because of the score. But it should be that. It should be that way because I thought it was a lopsided game from the very beginning. I mean, the Tampa Bay Lightning couldn't even get a shot on net. There were so many chances, especially in that first half of the game. It could have been 3-4-1 out of the first period, and Vasilevsky was doing, his creamy goodness in between the pipes there. So, he kept him in the game, but I thought the Maple Leafs outplayed them top to bottom, and Vasilevsky made it close. And at the end of the day, you tag in a couple empty netters. It looks like the score that it should have been, I think.
Yeah, if you missed the show yesterday, Rosie pretty much said that Vasilevsky's creaminess could be go a big way in dictating the game, and I think he was right. But again, Toronto still gets the upper hand. I think it shows a lot about the fortitude of the Leafs to have a performance like that from Andrei Vasilevsky, where pretty much this guy never surrenders a third goal, and they still found a way to persevere in the game. And a hot start, like that was the biggest difference from the games on Broadway and against Washington, Rosie. The first 10 minutes or so, the Leafs were all over them. And the first period, it was just a much better start overall for them last night.
Yeah, it was. I was waiting to see how this group kind of started the game. They couldn't have been happy after the run they were on to drop 2 in regulation. Then you got a big kind of divisional opponent with a history who's playing really well coming into town, and it's like this is one where you could start to get into some quicksand, and all of a sudden, shit, we lose this one. Then like, okay, well, what's going on, and why can't we find our game? And I thought it was a big pivotal game for them to be able to take control and put the past behind them and not spin their wheels, and they did exactly that. I was really impressed with the way that they came out firing, man. They were just peppering them. They were in control of the puck, control of the play. They had poise. It just didn't matter what happened in that game. It just looked like the Toronto Maple Leafs were poised, and there was no panic. There was no desperation. It was just a really solid hockey game by them, and really good to see after a couple dropped games. It's what they needed to do, and it proves to me that they're in control of their own game, and they can show up when they need it. And I think it's something that this group has been missing for a while.